All right, tour mod time. We are at Stafford in the Fix series. Put out a tweet that I was running it when I decided to 25 minutes ago. So, have a few people in here recognize the name and see how many others say hi. Looks like it's going to be a weaker strength of field. Probably going to end up being the number one car, but hopefully not. And we'll see how I do. Yep, we're the number one. And holy crap, this is a... Okay, I guess it's not too bad. I was worried that half the field was going to be under 13. But it looks like only 4 people in the back are. So, a quick refresh of paints. We've got a new paint. Not a normal color for me, at least on the oval side. But, give it a go. Hopefully, gets us a little bit of luck and speed. We go 60%. I could go back further, but I don't like how it's feeling. And then for the start, I'm going to start at 65% brakes. Just because turn 1 is hell to get it to set in the corner. And let's get a little feel of the track without a bunch of rubber on it.
Slow car down low, slow car down low, slow car down low.
A little loose. I think we're going to be under yellow quite a bit.
Car stopped up high, 18.8.
Alright, looks like everyone's running fairly higher than they need to be. Which is going to make our job hopefully getting pole a little easier unless I hit the wall on my qualifying lap like that.
18.438.
Just park it before I wreck myself anymore and wait for qualifying. So here is the car. I'm just messing around with some ideas. Been painting a few cars, trying to find a style that I like for this car. It's such a hard car to paint just because there's not a lot of space. So, we were at an 18.4, looks like an 18.5 is the next closest, so let's hope that I can back that up. Make sure that we are at 65, might go 64. And, yeah, getting pole is going to be very key here. Even though it's a weaker strength of field, if I screw it up and put myself further back than I need to be, then we have a chance of getting wrecked very quickly and instantly slide the car on exit trying to get a run out of 4. Just use this as a bit of a warm-up lap for the brakes and tires. Hopefully we can get at least a 5.
18.404.
Alright, 4-0, so maybe we can get a 3 out of this. Keep the car from spinning right around the line. And a 3.58.
There's the flag, it's over.
Alright, well, let's hope that I did my job good enough. At the moment, 3.58. We got Scott, viewer, 6.70. Eric stepped up his speed to a 4.31 on his first lap. Let's see what he puts out on the second lap. waiting. So we should only have to wait about 19 seconds. See if the second lap comes up. Just do it this way. And that was his second lap. His first lap did not count. So he either tagged the wall or reset. Well, got the 14 who's way out of position according to iRating, but kind of everyone mid-pack is all bunched together. But he is a 800 iRated driver, starting pretty far up. So Jarrett, it's a second lap in there, and kind of surprised Cody seemed fairly quick in the practice beforehand, but definitely has had some issues getting up to speed in qualifying and in practice here. So, looks like we should be on pole where we belong. Everyone's done, ready to go. 6 minutes in, we got 90 laps to race and enough fuel. That problem hopefully is fixed now. Scott gets pushed back to 6th place. Let's make sure no one else has said anything. I feel like Mike Harris is a name that I should know, but we're going to have a lot of lap traffic. It's going to be a very lapper heavy race.
You'll be lining up on the inside. Closed. Pit road is closed.
We're going to have to be careful about that. We are going 65% on the brakes right now, able to adjust all the way back to 55%. If it gets way tight, then we might be in trouble, but I don't feel like we're going to get enough green laps with the single split or to get too out of hand on the tightness. We're going to enjoy some modified racing at Stafford.
You don't get any extra tyre sets for this race, so let's be smart out there.
Looking forward to the start of the real season. I'm going to watch hopefully every race live as much as I can. Just warm up the brakes a bit. And yeah, I mean, if we can go 90 green, that would be amazing. But with the way turn 1 is, how if you go in what the normal line is, that you would think like right here on entry, it just shoves you up. So I'm guessing we're gonna have some contact, and probably a big pile up. And then of course we've always got people ramming the wall out of 4. And then just trying to make a pass through 1 and 2, there's always a chance of contact, especially if someone's trying to cut under out of the corner. And I could always just self-spin into the corner, because I have self-spun quite a few times in practice. But
about to go green.
Ready to go. And get a good start.
Green, green, green.
Ease it in, and now we just, well, there's one guy getting shoved up there. Now we just gotta kind of run as fast as we need to, as the 2 nearly gets wrecked by the 8 diving it in. It looks very hectic behind us. We are still green, so that's awesome. Figured there was no possible way that was going to be a thing. We are still green. Alright.
18.55.
Yeah, everyone's still running higher up. I don't mess with that line. They're gonna learn though. So, or at least they should.
18.404.
We'll see which one of them changes their line first, but maybe they get too loose down there.
18.4.
Still not touching the apron. I'm just taking it easy, going as fast as we need to. Yellow flag's going to erase however big of a lead we get anyways. Keep the tires in a good range. I'm amazed that we are 6 laps into this and still green. This is not normally a car that works very well with a single split. Especially when it will jump out and bite you at any moment if you go too far on the apron.
508.
Alright, looks like Mike Harris is going to be our first lap car to deal with. He's 9 seconds ahead.
18.566.
Where it's all going to get scary. 8 car is just hounding the 2. Not dropping off his bumper at all.
18.612.
2's getting a little loose on exit as he cut down onto the apron. So neither of them have really changed up their line. They're making that line across the dip into one work, so. Now the 8's going to look to the outside on entry, maybe trying to cross down. He missed it though, and he is losing a bit of speed. 2's caught up quite a bit on me. Alright, no more focusing on the mirror. Let's get a couple of good laps in here. Laps into this thing. I am amazed we are still green. This is awesome.
18.535.
Alright. Pulled away instantly there. So, only thing that is going to ruin this for me is a chicken streaker or myself eating the wall.
18.537.
Which I tend to randomly just hit a wall with the right sides, and these right sides just stick out so much farther than I think. .593. Well, we got a big old bunch of lap traffic up ahead. 4 cars. They are single file now, though, so that's good. We don't need to force our way through it. Yep. Back to 2 wide as the yellow and white car battling side by side. White car's getting shuffled back now. And we got someone diving up the inside on the yellow car. Always be looking up far ahead. I guess that's a yellow car, not a white car. 8's getting around the 2. He's starting to get a nose lower. These guys are running a very high entry and then turning down. But the 12 was getting out of the way fairly well in practice, so not too worried about him.
18.598.
And again, we don't have to go 100% through. Alright, 12's starting to look at his mirror. Just focus on your driving. I will get around.
18.864.
Car's getting a little looser on entry there, out of nowhere. Hopefully I don't need to have even more front brake. We are maxed out at the moment.
18.757.
12 gets out of the way. We're going to stay fairly low here. He was staying fairly high, but never want to risk it, especially when we got a lot of time to give up. Black car going high in the center of 1 and 2 ahead of the field. I am so surprised we are 25 into this in green. I was worried, but really I guess it's just a good amount of people right around the mid-range iRating. Everyone's running fairly good. A little contact there. White car getting under the gray 16. Now we've got to start using patience. The 8's ahead of the 2 behind us.
18.845. Car outside. Outside clear.
Using a lot of apron on exit and way less throttle just to give them more room, just in case they mess up, hit the wall.
19.04.
And once we get past these 3, I can try to check out a bit, but it's gonna take a moment here. 16's running a little higher line out of 4, which is scary.
18.8.
And they're all going to get jammed up there, which means I'm going to be able to get under them.
Stay low. Clear. Car outside. Outside is clear.
Yeah, 16's looking to knock the wall down on the exit of 4.
19.098. Outside.
Luckily,
Stay low. There is a car
get under him when he does his higher line there, but he almost turns down and wrecks us on the straightaway.
Clear outside.
Guy behind goes very low and nearly wrecks. Now we can
19.066.
hopefully pull a gap as the 8 tries to work his way through that. We haven't seen what the 8 can do when he's in clean air.
18.749.
13 keeps dragging the wall on corner entry, which is very scary. I think it's prediction code. But he's also just driving back up into it.
733. Car outside. Clear outside.
He's a bit all over on the straightaway as he comes down the track. Alright, so we still got 3 lap cars between us and the 8.
18.914.
35 laps in, still green. This is awesome. This is short track racing. Lap traffic, managing through it.
18.759.
run a little higher there now, it seems, with the tires heated up. Still haven't needed to use brake bias at all, so we're at 65 still.
713.
They've made it through those lap cars. They're 4 seconds back though, and they've still got one more lap car to go. But they are in clean air now, so we'll be able to kind of see what speed they have as I nearly put it in the wall.
18.692.
4.2, so we're still gaining a bit. Alright, we got the 5 car up next to lap. Getting a little messed up there on entry. I don't think I need to go to the apron anymore now. Not with the tires like they are. We will, though, to make a safer pass if needed. It's going to go to the high side. Got some smoke off the corner. The 11 is in the pits. The 12 is getting lapped by people that we're lapping now. He's just losing time, trying to stay out of everyone's way.
Outside clear.
Luckily, we didn't have a caution there for whatever happened. We're up to 9th place. Almost halfway through. Oh, don't slow down on corner entry like that. It's such a bad place to lift off. Especially if I didn't think that you were going to stay high, I would have just followed you in and then plowed into you. So lift when you get to the middle of the corner. Easiest thing to do. When you brake that early, that heavily, it's just a recipe to get ran over, even though you're trying to be nice. Maybe he said inside, but not everyone runs voice. Not everyone has it on. But now we're looking at 8th place ahead of us. Car's feeling good. Don't really feel like I need to do anything. We are about 3 tenths off our fast lap.
18.719.
But our fast lap, we weren't pushing it too hard. No tire changes. Even though idiots want to bring that back to the series, because I don't know why. They want to add strategy to short track racing, which is just not a thing when you're doing less than 100 laps everywhere. Heavy traffic. So we've got midfield lapping people, looks like. I'm so surprised that we are green. 50 laps in. Only one spin that we saw.
18.739.
It's been a great group. I thought this was going to be a yellow fest. We got a lot of room to work with. Over 5 seconds. We're not going to force anything.
18.8.
Doesn't matter how many people I lap. Only matters that we don't get wrecked. So you got the 16 and the yellow car fighting for position right now. You've got the 7 car trying to lap them. Both up in the wall. And we're just going to lose a chunk of time here.
Car outside. Clear high.
Yellow car backs off. And we'll just follow the 7 through as the 18, 16 gets very loose. Not sure how he got loose there. 7's going to move up out of our way. Everyone is being really respectful. This is just the perfect combo of people. Oh, we got one getting loose in. Tags the back of the 4 car. That's the battle for 6th.
18.77.
People are starting to get loose. I haven't felt it. They could have just dialed their brakes back too far. I don't know, I felt like this was not the place to do it at after a bit of practice. Rewind as they're racing around lappers. And we're just back off there. Wasn't sure if the 15 was going to stay behind him or not. I don't know where the 15's going, but never go low.
177. Still inside. Clear inside.
Alright, now this group ahead of me, these two are going to be a very tricky situation because they're racing each other hard.
19.16.
And not many people understand the whole follow the faster guy through concept. And we're getting random checkups in the center of the corner. But we'll see what happens. The 6 wants past the 4. All he's got to do is follow me through. Alright. He's ready for it.
Still there. Outside, clear.
Loses a bit of time there, but we're not going to get to the 4 immediately. 4 is really bad off the corner, so we just got to be careful of that. Doesn't look like he's just going to move out of the way, so we will go under him, and he's going to lose a spot possibly because of it. Nope, they're back to fighting. Alright. Got another bit of smoke on the front stretch.
18.983.
A little loose on corner entry there. We are 64 laps in. And there's a caution.
Line up, single file. Pit road is closed. Catch the 3 car.
So the 4 is going to get the lucky dog.
Catch the pace car.
And this all resets now. Well, that was a good run. Was hoping to get up to Scott and lap him, but
Pit road is now open.
no go there. 25 to go still. We're good on fuel. We had a 13-second lead. And we need to let the 4 by.
Car 4 got the lucky dog. Let them pass on the outside. Let the 4 car by.
That sucks to the 6.
When the yellow flag came out.
Sometimes it works out for you, sometimes not. So really, now the best he can get is 7th place in this, unless there's a wreck up front. But this puts everyone right back on our tail. And, I mean, I'm not too worried about it, but got some people going into the pits to get shuffled to the back. Lappers will get moved to the back anyways, so no need to do that. Hopefully we can go the rest of the way green. And we'll see what we've got for the 8 car. That was a really good run though. Definitely did not see a 65 lap run coming. But then when we got to lap traffic, you could see everyone was being pretty respectful to the situations they were in, so that obviously helps keep it green. No one trying to hold off someone that they aren't racing or forcing a pass that they don't need to. But now we got the 8 and the 2 behind us. The 2 probably will be able to get back under the 8 if he gets a good start. There's going to be 5 people on the lead lap, and then the 6th one tailing or tagging on to the tail end. But double file restarts.
1 lap to green. You'll be lining up on the inside. 41.05.
14's having a good run. Up there in 4th place.
About to go green, stay focused, catch the pace car. The pace car is in. Green, green, green.
Alright, feel out what the tires are like after they've cooled down a bit. Just make sure I don't overdrive the corners at all. Possibly could be loose.
18.838.
Car's overdriving the corner a bit. Gonna get loose on him soon.
18.591.
We're a bit tight there. Pulling away though. Yeah, car's definitely a little tighter than I was expecting it to be on this restart. Like Scott almost killed the 14 behind. Could have just been a weird angle that I was seeing it at. But with the tires cooled off, you're essentially back up to the same speed you were at the start. They will fade off a little quicker, but another reason why tire changes are absolutely stupid in this series.
18.665.
But very good runs by the 8 and 14. I figured the 8 was gonna fall off quickly when he was tagging onto the back of the 2, but he's been able to make the pass and continue to hold him off. Got the 15 coming back out on track. And we are closing in on 10 to go. Hitting the wall. Please just stay high. Do not do the whole go low thing. Do not do the whole go low thing. get off the racing line.
Caution, yellow flag. Line up, single
I'm just
file.
going
Pit road
to
is
slow
closed.
down and not have to pass him. Alright, so we're going to have like an 8-lap dash.
Pit road is now open.
As long as we don't get plowed over on one of these restarts, we should be okay. I'm going to go a little earlier this time. Hopefully catch the 8 off guard a little more than we did. I was going to let the 6...
Car 6 got the lucky dog.
6 is going to get around now, but now the 4 will be up in the lead pack.
Catch the pace car.
And the 6 will have to start behind everyone a lap down. So all it does is help him if there's a wreck amongst the lead lap cars, but
catch the pace car.
Still helps. Should be quickie cautions because there's no need to pit in this series, but sure.
Great job, 10 to go.
Sure that we won't get that, so we gotta have a lap for leaders to pit, a lap for lap cars to pit, then we'll slowly get going here. Waste some time, wanna be racing. But yeah, I haven't moved the brake bias at all. I mean, I could probably move it back just a little bit, but it's really not worth it. I don't want to be any looser into the corner. It's just more about keeping off the throttle long enough in the center of the corner, getting it rotated. But looks like we have a very good chance to win the race that we're supposed to win. We had a 1200 iRating advantage, which is nearly what most of these people have for iRating. So we're a little above the field. So I'm happy though that I've been able to actually do what I'm supposed to do.
41.11. Yep. Line up on the inside.
Double file restart, so not like dirt with a single. And we just gotta hope that the 8 doesn't do anything too crazy here.
Get ready, going green. Pace car is off, time to do your job.
And that should keep them racing, and we won't have to deal with it.
1, 4, 5.
And Scott just got wiped out.
Caution, yellow flag. They want you in single file.
And that's the race.
Catch the pace car.
I don't know if Scott got wiped out by a lapper or... Yeah, I think he got wiped out by a lap car.
Pit road is now open.
Well, went from a very good race to a very crap ending. But Scott's essentially going to finish one spot back from where he was. Maybe the 4 got him.
5 laps to go.
But, wow, a great race, and then just went to crap.
Got the lucky dog. Let them pass on the outside.
Like,
Letter 5, carbide.
we'll have to see what all happened out there, but that one definitely looked like with the second and third stacked up on top of each other, that was slowing everyone down a bit more, and then I don't know, everyone was fighting for a lucky dog. Maybe. We'll have to see if the 5 was actually in lucky dog position or not, but I don't know. Scott it looked like he just got wiped out into the corner. But he's still going, still essentially going to finish the same spot, but makes the ending of this a letdown compared to what we started the first 65 laps out as. And I think we're going to be just pacing around to the end. Nope, we're going to get a one-lap wreckfest. That'll be interesting. Scott might finish second. If the 2 gets another good start, like, I'm going to have to go where I did that last time. Just because I don't want to get wiped out, and that gave us the best chance, especially with both of them side by side in 1 and 2. So we'll
One to go.
Go at the same spot.
1.42.
Just hope nothing stupid happens here.
2 left to go. 2 to go.
So green and white at the same time.
Get ready. Going
The
green.
whole field could explode behind us.
The pace car is off. Be ready. I need one more good lap.
2 got a terrible start.
Green, green, green. 35.419.
Eight overdrove the entry a little bit there, but doesn't open the door up. And there we go. 90 laps at the front, where we're supposed to be.
Yes.
Really, really great start to the race with the 65 laps under green. I don't know what the 14's doing, but apparently you're gonna go win this thing. And yeah, what an awesome race. Who thought we were gonna have that much green flag time? Let's go take a look at that is the 9. Alright, let's head back to lap 1 and see what all happened out there. We're going to see some wall hits and some contact. So 5 car running a little high out of 4, gonna hit the wall, climb the wall. That didn't help his chances. 9 driving it in extremely hard on the high side. 7 is, what the fuck was that? Alright, 15's being 15 was just being absolutely stupid, trying to hold the bottom line and let people go. So the 7 gets past him, and then the 15 freaks out like an absolute idiot and tries to wipe him out. I mean, dude, learn to get lapped, and you're not going to have these issues. You nearly wrecked us, and then you purposely try to wreck the 7. That's just pathetic. Especially when you're multiple laps down. Yep, and then he just stops on the straightaway. Alright, well, good job, 15. You are clueless. And 9 little wall tap. And then, okay, it didn't get wiped out as bad as I thought. He got ahead of the 14, and he slowed a little early, and then nowhere for the 13 to go. I don't know, let's... Yeah, I mean, as a racing deal at the end there, I thought it was a bigger wipeout than that. So, somehow he got ahead of the 14, or was ahead of the 14. And then that's it. So, yeah, other than the 15, everyone was pretty smart in getting lapped. So let's take a look at the results. And we don't even get 100 points because that's how bad the field was. But we get some safety rating, we get some I rating, and most laps led, fastest lap, and pole. So I will take it. That was fun. Dealing with the lap traffic was fun, other than the one person that didn't know how to get lapped and then got angry about it. Luckily, he didn't try to do that shit with us, so good one. 65 laps green, and then it just went to trash because of the 15 trying to intentionally wreck people. So that's unfortunate. Hope you enjoyed watching it, though, and we'll see what else we can get out.